Wish that I was on a rocket top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoke on rocket top. Ain't no telephone bills. You'll always be home sweet home to me.
What's going on, YouTube? We are here at Pre-Snap with our first ever video with me and one, aka Andy. We also have
Cheesy. You're being too cheesy. This is Wnba, Country Wnba. This was originally my idea, but we decided to bring N1 on the show. So let's get it started, N1.
So what are you thinking about your last game with Tennessee?
Yeah, we had a really good week last week.
I saw y'all won 69-3 against Chattanooga.
Well, we had Nico. He played the first half and had a 10 completion rate with 200 yards. And then, of course, they jinxed him. And then the first half, he still had a good almost 300 passing yards in the first half. And he was throwing darts, man. He was getting it to Dante Thornton. We got Brew McCoy involved a little bit for a good about a good 90 yards, maybe. He didn't get a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But Dante Thornton, he did a pretty good job. Dylan Sampson, he did really good. Our running back, he got a good 4 touchdowns probably. Again, we got a lot of people in the second half that don't typically get to play in the season. We got them some experience, and we just kept it on their throat. And kind of like Nico said, you just keep it on their throat. That's exactly what he said. Shoot, got to keep it down. We're looking forward to week 2 now.
Nice.
And
who are you playing next week?
NC State. We're going to be number 14 in the AP poll. We're actually number 12 in the coaches poll. But the polls do not really matter for college football until the college football playoff releases their rankings in the 1st of December. So now it's just kind of a benchmark to see where everybody's at and what the media is thinking. We're number 14. NC State's number 24. 7:30 on ABC.
You don't play next week, right? You play the week after?
Well, this coming Saturday.
Is it this Saturday?
This Saturday we're playing NC State. Number 24. They're number 24 at 7:30.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Of course I'm right.
I know. That's gonna be that's not an easy win though. North Carolina State.
We're in Charlotte, and Ticketmaster. They still have tickets available, but the initial ratio is saying that Tennessee has got more tickets, which is not surprising to me.
Right.
Tennessee volunteer faithful like to show up, support Nico. We're really thinking that, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, double-digit win at least 20 or above. And NC State, they just, if you watch their last game, the score is not going to show it. But the first half, actually the first 3 quarters, they just couldn't run the ball, couldn't protect their quarterback. And we have James Pierce on the edge. He's not by me, but also by the other media personnel as the number 1 defensive player in the nation. He only had to play 10 snaps last week against Chattanooga, so he's going to be fresh, ready to go. We also have Mike Matthews, wide receiver. He didn't get to play against Chattanooga. It looks like he might be able to play. Okay. And then one of our safeties, and Boo Carter, he's a freshman, 5-star. And, man, that boy, he put some hits. And they're going to test him. They got 2 good wide receivers, NC State does. Don't know their names, don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is they're really fast. They have already challenged our team this afternoon. One of the players for NC State was asked, what are you going to do with Tennessee's up-tempo offense? He says that we're going to just shut it down. and that it will not be an issue for us.
Right.
Really should have said that. So we will see how that goes for him, but I'm predicting at least a 20+ win by my Volunteers.
I got you. And then next 6 games, you don't have a real easy schedule either. You got Oklahoma. You got who else you got? You got Alabama. Got Florida. I mean,
Yeah, so the two hardest games of our whole
oh, and
schedule.
Georgia
So
too. Sorry, Georgia.
well, we got to take one week at a time. I hate to be the head coach here, but you take 1 week at a time, because if you look at the schedule, you got Georgia and Alabama. You're like, oh my gosh, how are we going to handle those teams? But if you look at it, we got NC State. This is going to be a good medium practice for us.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kent State, I think, next week, and then we go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma, in my book, is deemed the second hardest game of our whole season. That will be the benchmark for Josh Heupel. This is his 4th year, and he played quarterback at Oklahoma. He almost won the Heisman, and he also was an assistant coach at Oklahoma. So there'll be a lot of emotions there for him, and the fan base has already said they're looking forward to seeing him and cheer for him and welcoming him back in town. Then we got a bye week, and then we got a good streak of home games
Mm-hmm.
against the SEC, and that's what you need to be successful. And I know I'm talking a lot about my Volunteers. I know
Oh,
a
you love
lot.
them though. That's your team.
Yeah,
You think your team's gonna make it to the playoffs this year?
10-2 will get you in the playoffs this year, no doubt. I'd love to win the SEC championship game, but being realistic, Georgia, they're just above everybody else. They smashed Clemson, but Clemson has not got the offensive power that an Ole Miss or a Tennessee has. If Georgia comes out and plays the offense like they did against Clemson, Tennessee, Ole Miss will run them out the gym, because you know our offenses are just really good. So Ole Miss is really a sleeper in the SEC. Nobody really
Mm-hmm.
talks about them. Everybody wants to talk about Georgia and Alabama, but Ole Miss, I'm telling you, Ole Miss is better than Alabama. I would say that Georgia, then
Who's your pick? Your pick to win it all this year
like in the SEC or in the nation.
in the nation?
Well, Tennessee will host a playoff game in the first round. Whether we win that game or not, I don't know. I I think Georgia and Ohio State, I know they're highly ranked right now and highly anticipated, but they are just on another tier.
Mm-hmm.
I hate both teams. I hate both fan bases, but
Who's your sleeper pick?
um, I mean, I'm an SEC Big Ten guy, so it's really wide open. You can't the second week of the season. You really have to wait until the 4th week to really see how teams are. Texas, I keep forgetting Texas is new in the SEC. They're ranked number 4 right now, but again, Georgia is just on another level. So they're definitely the hard pick, the sleeper pick. If we go here and let's look at the rankings real quick. Again, the rankings don't mean a lot right now, but it gives you a benchmark on what everybody is. I do think the highly overrated is Notre Dame. They're number 5. I did predict last week on my show that they would beat Texas A&M on the road. Was not very impressed with how they did it, but a win's a win.
Yep.
But looking at these teams so far, Alabama, you know, I guess we will go into the segment here soon about going through the matchups of this week. But
Yeah, we
just
will.
look
We
at
will.
the top 25, my sleeper pick. USC, they
All
looked
right.
real. The Trojans.
I got you. Yeah.
I don't know their schedule though. It all comes down to your schedule and what you have. I think Notre Dame is at a 60, maybe a 50% chance of making the playoff now
Mm-hmm.
because of their schedule. Like Tennessee, we have a 15%, I think it was.
Well, considering
But
how you were, 5 years ago when all that scandal stuff happened and everything, and then we all have grown from there.
Chick-fil-A bags, not McDonald's bags, folks. Chick-fil-A bags.
That's
We
true.
hand out money in Chick-fil-A bags, not McDonald's bags. That's how you know who's really following the program or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole thing that went down, the really thing that hurt us is the scholarship reduction. Not a
Right.
lot of people like to talk about that. They want to talk about them handing out the money and what happened to the coach. They don't want to talk about the scholarship reduction. That has really hurt us. 25 scholarship reductions. And people don't know the first year of Josh Heupel, he reduced his scholarships to half that to go ahead and knock that penalty down because he knew his first year the fan base wasn't going to expect that much.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead, knock it down to 12, 13-ish. And then throughout his remaining years, he's slowly done it. And I think we're getting close to getting over that penalty. But man,
You are.
recruiting is very important.
Yeah, you are. We'll get more into that in a minute. Another topic I saw. Did you hear about with Clemson, where Roddy White, what he said about Clemson?
Roddy White.
You know, he was the receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. But in the game where the Clemson lost 34-3 in the blowout win, Roddy White said Clemson's got way too many white dudes on the field of offense. This ain't them. You mean to tell me you only have one black dude that's making plays? That's a recruiting problem. That's what he said about Clemson.
Yeah, there's a lot going down in Clemson right now, and for the Clemson fans that are watching, you got Dabo Sweeney, and a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people think he's fake about his faith and trying to make it a home culture. But when you think about it, he won 2 national championships. There's only him and one other coach that are active coaches that have won a championship that are active right now, and he's one of them. And people at Clemson, they've been spoiled for the last couple of years,
Right, but
and
you don't think it's really the fact there's too many white people playing, though.
that has nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
That has everything to do with someone that is racist, and quite frankly, when somebody says something like that, they're crazy and you shouldn't listen to them anyway.
I agree with that.
That's um, Brock Bowers. He's a white guy. He's doing wonders. Tom Brady. I mean, crap.
It doesn't
That's
matter if you're
one-
good. If you're good at the sport, you're good at the sport. It doesn't matter if you're white, black. It doesn't matter.
I will say that the hardest position on a football team is the defensive backs, the corners.
Oh, definitely.
Those are the hardest positions. So anybody who plays that, I have kudos to them. A lot of people want to play wide receiver role now, of course quarterback, but defensive backs, those are the most talented, in my opinion, and it's the most fun. I love watching those guys and their attitude they have.
Oh yeah, I like playing it on Madden, playing defensive back, trying to get some picks, some touchdowns. It just feels so rewarding if you actually get a pick. All right, let's switch to you might not like this section, but for the WNBA, Caitlin Clark. Have you been following anything about her stats, how she's changing the game? So far, she's averaging about 19 points a game, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. She set the record for the most assists in a game for a WNBA player. And she's just getting better every day that she's playing. And it's crazy to watch her play. Have you seen any of her games? I know you don't really follow WNBA, but
And I have nothing against women sports. I love the fact that is very competitive. In fact, they said that the women's college basketball tournament had double the viewers this year than the men's tournament. So that's a testament to Caitlin Clark. I've only watched one game, and it was in college, and she loves to shoot the three. She's a 3-point shooter.
it's more than that,
She set off.
It's more than that. She's getting assists like crazy. I mean, she's literally just dropping dimes, full court
Is she a
passes.
point guard in the WNBA?
Say what?
Is she the point guard?
She is.
Okay. Well, that helps, being a point guard.
Would it be more interesting if they rode the rim down to about 8 feet to where they can dunk?
I went to a Carolina women's basketball game last year, because my work had an event, and I saw someone dunk,
Mhm.
a woman dunked in the game, and so they need to leave it where it is, and because it's so special when it happens in the WNBA, because it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's really special, and it's a testament to that athlete. So I think they should leave it at that height.
I mean, even though when the ball's already smaller than the NBA basketball, it would be interesting to see these people dunk, but I do agree that they should probably keep it as it is because
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And what in the end, what is selling tickets? It's Caitlin Clark, and the WNBA couldn't be happier, especially and Reese, Angie, I don't Angel Reese
Angel
or
Reese or Angel Reese.
Reese, yeah. Her and Caitlin always get into it. I think I know they did in college,
Yeah, and
but
they talk about all the rebounds she gets, but she's really only getting the rebounds because she's missing her shot so badly that she gets the rebounds, and she just keeps getting all these rebounds. But
well, Michael Jordan was when I was a baby. I never really got to see him. I've lived with LeBron. I've seen LeBron, and he has the most points in NBA history,
who does?
roughly because he played a lot of games. And
Who's got most points? You said Jordan.
LeBron James,
Okay, yeah, I thought you said Jordan. My bad.
no, LeBron James, and the way he's been able to play with different teams is good for LeBron. But you also have to look at how the game is now compared to when Michael Jordan played. Now, everybody will say, "Oh, the athletes are more talented now. It's a more faster game now. Okay. It's more 3-point oriented."
Mm-hmm.
Second off, these athletes now have a lot of money to spend on training and and bettering their body. So yeah, they probably are better athletes. But here's the major difference, and that's the physicality that that league with Michael Jordan was in. Those fouls, like what's called a foul now, would not be a foul
No, not at
in
all.
this league.
And
So
you never had players back then who would sit out of games just to rest. Now players rest all the time when people are paying a lot of money to go see these people play. It's just
the people need to watch that Michael Jordan documentary, The Dream Team, or
no, it's
it
called
was something 6 episode series, and you need to watch it, or
I've seen
whoever
it.
needs to watch it. And that'll really tell you the kind of character Michael Jordan is. And when you say the greatest of all time, I'd like to think about what they also do for the community and outside of the community. And it's high. It really is to me. And I can't really, because they're both in different times, and they both have movies. They both, I don't think LeBron James goes to NASCAR races like Michael Jordan does. I have never seen LeBron James golf, and I've
No,
never seen LeBron play baseball, but they both give back to the community pretty good.
I mean,
But the turning point,
but
go ahead.
stats wise, I mean Jordan he averaged 30 points his career. LeBron's schedule or he had 27 points a game. Rebounds, LeBron had more rebounds. Assists, LeBron had more rebounds. I mean, it's pretty close. It's not, but the thing with LeBron to be able to win 3 rings with 3 different teams, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, again, I got to get in basketball mode in December and January. I'm in football right now,
I
so
know you are. I know you are.
it's it's everything football for me right now. In fact, I got the game on right now watching. I football is my thing, and my wife knows it. We do have a kid on the way. Very excited about that, and hopefully we get her into football.
I'm gonna be a
But
godfather.
yep, yep,
All right, this is the
you'll be
last
able to.
thing I want to do, and then you can just finish off with whatever you want to say. This is pretty much would you rather questions. Are you ready?
All right.
Would you rather be the star of a bad team or an average player of an elite team?
You said star player of a bad team
or an average
or average
player on an elite
of a
team.
good
Elite team.
or okay. Star player. Star player.
Okay. Would you rather win the MVP award or a team championship?
Team championship.
So you're a team player, huh? Even though you hate
I
losing.
like
I know you hate to lose.
I hate to lose. We play these games and you know I hate losing. I absolutely hate losing. I just
You don't know,
losing
but
gets me.
Matt's got anger issues. You don't see it all the time, but he definitely does.
Everybody hates losing. I don't. If you see someone that says, "Oh, I love to lose," yeah, you're full of it.
Yeah.
But there's some people that are losers. There's some people that are sore losers, and there's some people that just are don't put up with losers. And I'm on the third tier. Screw a sore loser. Screw. I'm a hardcore loser. I mean, we do not accept losing, especially at Tennessee. All this money,
Mm-hmm.
no. But we're getting off topic here.
Okay, last
Team
one.
player,
Last one. Would you rather coach a college team or a professional team?
college.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay. Well, and one, I have a couple questions for you. I've been on the spotlight. So NFL wise, if we look at the schedule, I know you're an NFL Carolina Panther fan. That's your team.
Yep.
I know you got a lot of open questions coming into this year, especially not to throw you any shade, but one of the worst teams last year. So
Oh,
to me,
we won one game last year.
you can just go all the way up from here. You can't, you could go lose every game this year. That sucks. But
No, it's not gonna happen. I mean, we got a new coach. We got David Canales, I think his name is, and I think we're gonna do good this year. We got a couple new receivers. I don't know their names yet, so don't judge me for that. But our defensively, we did lose a lot of people I didn't want to lose. We had Jackson. We traded him. We got rid of Chen. But I think we're gonna do good this year. We're definitely gonna be better than last year, and I do think we'll make it in the playoffs this year.
oh, going to playoffs.
I think so. I think we're gonna make the
Oh,
playoffs this
what about
year.
them Saints? Them Saints
I'm not
there.
worried about the Saints. I'm not worried about anybody in my division. We got it. We'll be all right. I think we
Well,
got
I
it.
hope so. I'm a Carolina Panther fan just for you, and one I do like my Tennessee Titans as well. I follow them, but I cheer for the Titans and the Panthers any day of the week. Looking at their schedule, we got the Chiefs and the Ravens. I think the
Mm-hmm.
Ravens will win that game simply because the Chiefs always come out um, dry. So,
Oh yeah.
Chiefs, in my opinion, are still the Super Bowl national champion pick for me this year. And, from the AFC and then the NFC, I'd love to see the Lions do it again. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're a good team. Who do you want to win if it can't be the Panthers and it can't be Tennessee? Who do you pick to win? Who would you want to win?
Hmm.
So
Definitely not the.
I know everybody's tired of the Chiefs
uh,
from winning and all that, but
tired of Buffalo Bills. Tired of that hype, that crap over there.
what about Jets?
Uh, yeah, no, I don't like the Jets. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Seattle. I've always loved Seattle. They always,
Why do you like
their coach.
Seattle?
I've watched a documentary one time, and I love watching these murder documentaries. I just do. It's interesting to see what makes somebody kill somebody. It just has always interested me. And they have what's called the jungle outside of Seattle, and the jungle is where all these homeless people are, and it's probably one of the most people that die every year there. And so, to me, the Seattle Seahawks being there, giving that city something to cheer for,
Well,
especially.
You also got Chicago too, and there's a lot of murders that happen in Chicago too.
But you got Caleb Williams there, so I can't really cheer for them either. So I would have to say probably. I mean, I really like Detroit simply because Hendon Hooker, he played for Tennessee, and they're saying that if Jared Goff, if he doesn't get it going, that Hendon Hooker is ready to go. So
I got you.
That would be a very interesting story to have Hendon Hooker start, and that is my team. I like Detroit Lions.
I got you. I don't mind them either. Seeing the Steelers win, that'd be cool too, though. That's
Well, they have Russell Wilson and they have that
build.
Justin Fields or yeah, whatever his name. I know it's Fields.
But I do think.
The NFL's got a lot of trades this year. You know, a lot
Oh, I
of
know. I,
Eric Henry coming from my Titans to the Ravens broke my
no,
heart.
I know.
I understand he needs to do what's good for him, but man, I miss him.
But I do think that Chicago is going to be really good this year. I know you don't like their quarterback. I get that. But I think Chicago is going to be really good this year. Yeah, they are. Watch.
Who's the best wide receiver in the NFL?
Oof.
Tyreek Hill is my pick right now.
Best receiver. Either, yeah, it's either.
It's not either. You got to choose somebody.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, Derrick Henry just scored a touchdown. Boo! First touchdown of the NFL season goes to Derrick Henry.
What's his name for the Vikings?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I would say Jefferson's probably. No,
How do I know these names and you don't know their name?
because I got a migraine right now. I can't think. Jefferson, that's right. Yeah, it's probably. Nah, see. Yeah, I'll say Jefferson this year.
And who's your best quarterback? We know it's Patrick Mahomes, but who's the second best?
Mm.
Unless you disagree with me that Patrick Mahomes is not the best quarterback.
No, Mahomes definitely.
No, okay, I was gonna take you to the woodshed if you said
No,
something
no, no. He's definitely the go. Even though you didn't like him,
yeah, I don't.
you didn't like
Yeah,
him just because of his hair, though. You didn't like this hairstyle, so you didn't like him.
I mean, I'll tell everybody, anyone that slicks their hair back, I just don't trust him. I don't. And he has a mohawk, and he's so cocky, but he
He
backs it
backs
up.
it up.
So I really can't say anything because he backs it up. Do I think the NFL's rigged a little bit for him?
Mm,
Uh, There's been some calls over the last couple of years that have been, uh, and Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift and all that is also added
yeah.
to that. But the second best quarterback that you got,
Hmm.
definitely not Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it's probably has to be. Hmm.
You could pick Lamar Jackson. He won the MVP last year.
Yeah, but
He doesn't win his playoff games.
yeah, I'd probably have to say Josh Allen. He just has to stop making mistakes in the playoffs. But he's definitely a good quarterback as far as throwing the ball deep and yeah, I'd say Josh Allen.
Who will be the worst team this year?
Ooh, probably Tennessee,
Giants?
probably the Titans.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know about the worst, but they might be. I mean, I hope they're good this year. I really do, because that's your team.
We got a new coach. I don't know our
Mhm.
players. We got
I
a new
mean,
coach.
you're probably rebuilding now, so it's gonna take you a year or two to get it back going. But
Oh, I forgot the 49ers. What about them 49ers? That's who I want to win. That's the
yeah.
49ers.
Oh, I would love to see them win.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we asked who would you want to see to win a championship. I wouldn't mind the 49ers because they've been runner ups the last
Hmm.
couple of Super Bowls. So I wouldn't mind seeing them win. Then the Lions. Yeah, I'd go 49ers.
I agree. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
We'll have to learn this new kickoff rule for the NFL, man. I'm still
All right,
confused about it.
we'll discuss that on the next episode of Pre-Snap. Yeah.
Vols, baby, go Vols! Predicting them 20 plus points. Comment on this video. We'll talk about the comments. I don't care if it's negative. Bring it. I'm willing to. We're gonna win by 20 plus points. Let's go Vols, baby. 10-2 this year. See you next time.
All right, we're gonna post every Friday and every week, so we'll see you next week.
Oh, baby.
See y'all
go,
later. Sing, no, you gotta sing Rocky Top.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You gotta sing Rocky Top.
No, you're supposed to play the song.
You sing it.
No, not tonight.
Oh, Rocky Top. Oh, you will see.
They call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am.